Hello everyone and welcome to another match of Roulette Rivals 12, and this is a big one. This is round 4 now, the round of 6 or the winner's bracket semi-finals, any way you want to put it, between the Wonder Rookie Dein Nomos and IlikeHitman in his best performance in months and months and maybe years, and one of them will make it to the semi-finals or the winner's bracket final and secure top 3 spot with it. So this is a really big match for both of them, and it will start in just 2 minutes now. And it will start in Mendoza, chosen by Dein Nomos, and then followed by that it will be at least a Paris and at least one random map, of course, because it is, as always, first to 6 before the final. I will have to check our stats a bit more for the map performance, because the rookies don't show up the same way as the existing players do, but this is true that from 3 matches, Dein Nomos has no Mendozas played. He has... yes, there is one Mendoza played, I'm sorry, it just showed up as a DK's pick in the first round, and he has obviously won that one as well. One thing to know about Dein Nomos is that this is his first tournament, and after 3 matches played, they are on 9 maps won and no maps lost. 3 sweeps in a row against TK47, then Ducker, then Channel Reindeer put him here in the top 6. IlikeHitman, on the other hand, this is, I think, one of the maps where ILike is most experienced. 16 maps played with an even 50-50 ratio. Of course, the win rate could be better, but I think 16 maps played is nothing to scoff at. And we will be starting just 30 seconds, and hopefully everything is alright. I'm adminning this one as well, so just need to look around a bit to make sure everything is fine. But looks all set now. Just need to adjust the sound levels maybe a little so that you can hear the gameplay. And in 6 seconds we will begin with Dein Nomos' pick and the first map of the semi-finals, RR12. Dan Yates, Drowning as a mercenary, and Tamara Vidal, Explosion Accident as a sommelier, as the sommelier, rather. Of course, Dan Drowning is not the most usual kill, but one emetic at a good time will always bring him to the bathroom. So not a lot of thinking regarding that one. Getting the sommelier could be a bit of a trip or a detour. But we'll see if like people don't really rip to the sommelier, just makes the spin a tiny bit longer. It's Dein with a nice and like not completely unique, but with a mercenary grab that's not seen as often, because of course you can always grab the 2 near dawn, but for this approach and a very quick emetic shot, is it going to be a seeker? Is it going to be an emetic device? I'm not sure. I think it was an emetic device, but you might be looking to emetic Tamara as well, although that's drive-by kills. The one kill where it's not really necessary to use an emetic on her. ILike made Dawn seek a couple seconds earlier. I cannot blame Dein for taking a bit longer with this one, because I'm pretty sure Dawn is walking quicker before he's becoming 6. So with that, I think Dein's Dawn will be the first one to be drowning, and the first kill will be on the left hand side. It's going to be really close, and of course it all really comes down to the Tamara approach. Body found immediately, and that's a non-target kill. I haven't seen that one before. The reason why you push specify Tamara there so that the body is hidden and she won't be found anymore, I don't think it's not something I've ever seen before, so very unlucky by IlikeHitman there. Oh, I guess Channel joined this ride. Basically, she died because she will be woken up out of bounds. Of course, that wasn't the case just yet. But eventually she would be woken up, or someone would try to pass there. And it is impossible, and rather than soft locking the game, it results in a non-target kill. Very unfortunate. Especially because that's kind of known in the community that you can just dump Valentina there. Might be the map deciding move. Of course, Dein Nomos still needs the entire Tamara kill. Gets the isolation for starters. .47 still trespassing for a couple seconds. But now leaving that bathroom, it should be alright to get to the barrel room. We can see it on the panel that there are nice lures for the sommelier. That's a body found for IlikeHitman. Trank or not, but that was spotted by Dawn, made the emetic kill even more difficult. And with the control panel changed, I think the temperature is being changed there. Nomos can get the sommelier nice and safe in this corridor. Door closes and opens automatically. The body is not being seen, and even if it was found, there's no real bodies to find in the process of waking him up and so on. So Dein Nomos only needs the propane from the cinema, and you can set it up remotely, I guess. I did see a micro taser for Nomos, and that is certainly safer than just shooting the propane tank, because after that you need to still leave the bathroom, and most likely you will be leaving the bodyguard and the civilian hand washer in the bathroom. So safe solution, and it's just really not working out for IlikeHitman. That's another restart because the propane flask was stuck. Hopefully for IlikeHitman's sake, that's all the bad run or the misfortune out in the first map, and we can have a new start from his own map pick. It's business as usual, just first player winning first map. It's their own pick, nothing life ending, world ending. But yeah, for Dein Nomos, it's just one throw. Now the propane flask is leaking, and destination can be done. Second perfect kill. And at the end of the tango, we will have our first map finished. There's no Tamara here. No Diana, sorry. So there's no tango as well. So it is going to be the main exit, newest exit in Mendoza, but at this point it's getting close to a year old now, so old news for sure. Going to get the message ready and the next spin. There's the finish, which means just gonna give a little refresh for these players, but that is for between the maps. And there's the finish, and I will be able to accept this one. Is one map down, and 2 more to go for Dein Nomos, who is now 10 maps won and no maps lost. But perhaps it is going to be a much tougher proposition here on IlikeHitman's chosen map. Not necessarily the favorite map. 7 wins, 6 losses. Could still find better win rates, and for the matter of that, I will check that. It is IlikeHitman's best maps in terms of win rate. Ambrose Island is 4 wins from 4 matches. It's 100%. And then Dubai at 8 wins, 2 losses. Colorado 5 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss. But it's a map that IlikeHitman is comfortable with. And it's a map that Dein Nomos has never played in a tournament, so might as well have a crack at it. Of course, it's round 4, so it's the fourth time they will be choosing maps. You need to prioritize in some ways. We didn't talk about IlikeHitman's route to round 4. Started with a 6-0 sweep against Crazy for Daisy. Then I would say it's an upset win, but the way IlikeHitman played was very much deserving. 6-0 sweep against the Time Cube, the RR11 runner-up, and last year's third place finisher in the World Championships. And after that, it was not a sweep, but a close and impressive win against Joker J to bring him to the round of 6. 6-4 after being 2-4 down and then winning Bangkok and Mendoza finally to defeat Joker J and make it to the top 6. Quick check if everything is all right. Yeah, IlikeHitman is wondering about the Valentina situation. I haven't really seen Valentina being found at all, so I don't think that was calculated by any of us here. IlikeHitman loses another crowbar. Luckily, it's still practice, but it's not working out luck-wise for him. It should have really been body hidden, and we did see body hidden on the XP HUD. So that's, I guess, a mystery to solve another time. And I'm sure IlikeHitman would rather just win the next map, win the match, than figure this one out today. "15 seconds until the second map. And if the other 3 rounds are anything to go by, 4-0 Dein Nomos lead might just turn into a 4th sweep in a row for him. So it's a big pressure for IlikeHitman to get this map right. It is Viktor Novikov SMG as Palastav and Dalia Margolis Loud Sniper Rifle as Helmut Kruger. Plenty of opportunities with this one, because, well, it would make sense to end the run with a Loud Sniper, the Loud Weapon Snipe as Helmut next to the helicopter. And with the sniper, you would be able to do that easier than with pistol or SMG or assault rifle. But it is loud, so it's easier said than done. Curious to see what they will go with. Shed has the Jaeger 7 for Dein. Shed as well. The chosen agency pickup for IlikeHitman. We could see snipes here with that agency pickup choice. And it's a clever change in approach, and I think now IlikeHitman changes it up as well, which gives Dein Nomos the lead, because they were both starting basement, but Nomos started Chef to get the Palastav very quickly and be closer to Victor. While IlikeHitman started as Palastav, but it's a bit further away from Victor, so with the replan now, IlikeHitman is on track as well, but 17 seconds behind. Both of them are looking to get the Emetics throw, and IlikeHitman gets a floor bang to make him sick halfway up. That was new, and I've also never seen Dein Nomos' approach to make him sick from the crowd, where of course you can just easily throw the emetic device. So it's 2, well, I don't want to say new, but unconventional emetic approach is very nice to see on both sides. Dein gets the KO and the kill very shortly after. Don't know where the cicada of Kurt Donovan is going. Hopefully he won't find Victor. IlikeHitman will have a little more checking to do, but at least he will have Victor and Kurt at the same place. That's the KO, and then the kill after could be live, but yeah, there's the lockdown, doesn't matter for the NPCs outside. But now the Nomos has to go up here either way, probably to get the remote, which IlikeHitman can also get, and after two very different approaches, it feels like we are back to that same Dein Nomos 5-second advantage, really close there. And once again, it's easier said than done, but the play here would be to get the snipe as Helmut, but IlikeHitman has to restart. It's not even chest passing, he just ran into an enforcer. Big lead for Dein Nomos and big chance for a 4-0 lead with the fireworks going on. There's the modern sedative syringe to get the disguise. Still green, no one's looking at him. And what would be the approach for this one? We can see Dahlia right above Nomos, but we won't see a snipe. We will see maybe, I guess, a Voltaire Suite isolation, because you can't really do much on the balcony. Well, for starters, Nomos will distract the guard, which I think will also unfreeze Dahlia, and she will go on her cycle. Let's see. I mean, the fireworks are still going, but Nomos will instead opt for a Dahlia down. It's not a fully down or double down, but he opts for these I want to say these two closets, but there's only one closet in here, so with 3 bodies, I assume you want the cicada to go back up there. Fireworks have ended, and that's Helmut found. Of course, with the sedative syringe, that's no problem. And for Dein, I think it's really about just letting the cicada go back. Yes, and that should be indeed an item job. So the bodyguard is not going to be a factor anymore. Dahlia will go there anyway. I guess it depends on IlikeHitman's approach. We could still see a photo finish, but if they do anything similar, then Dein, of course, has this 2-minute lead in game time-wise, and there's not much you can do to close that gap other than the live second kill. There's the KO. We don't know where Sophus is, but he shouldn't be here so soon. Dein should have plenty of time. Getting this kill, which I guess is now soundproof, if not for the NPCs around. Not on this floor, it should be 2 doors. Yeah, I don't see anyone arriving here. Dein Nomos gets the second kill. They'll be exiting in 30 seconds. Can IlikeHitman exit in 30 seconds? That's a big whoosh for Dein Nomos, but gets away with it. Really close moment there, which might just win him the map, depending on what IlikeHitman does, but I think it's Dein Nomos win regardless. We will have to see. IlikeHitman is eyeing up for that snipe, but I think it's too little too late. We will have to see the console times, console loading times, and the 2 finishes between. This is going to be really difficult. The first shot is heard as well. And Dahlia is running away, so that is the end of the map. And now it is official. So that's Paris won by Dein Nomos. The score is 4-0. And the Bangkok will arrive at 26 past the hour. Really close there, and there was a chance to see a photo finish and hopefully something close there. I don't mind that we don't see photo finish, which I would have to calculate. But we go to map 4 now. And Bangkok is something that Dein Nomos has played twice now. Don't believe the R stats numbers there. 2 wins from 2 maps against both Tucker and Channel Reindeer. He got a win. And IlikeHitman's win rates are getting better and better. Now it's 7 wins and only 5 losses. But he's desperately needing a win. He wants to stay in this match if he doesn't want to drop down to the lower bracket. Well, it's not much about me being lazy, but it wouldn't be too exciting for you guys as well if I just go to the highlight screen for 5 minutes, right? Yeah, I like it, man, a bit regretting choosing the exact sniper. He would have wanted one with more zoom levels, so that he could fire from farther distance, because we have seen that Dahlia just reacted to the first shot as well. Maybe it would have been different if the bullet distraction wasn't heard by Dahlia. I feel like at that point Dein Nomos was going to win anyway. It was at least a 10-15 second advantage. But no need to worry about that one either. Just a win is what really needed for IlikeHitman. Otherwise, we will have the match end. And if I'm looking at the brackets, the loser of match 51, aka this match, will face either Janini or the winner of Fenium versus Fraud. So definitely a multiple-time R champion awaits for the loser of this match. Probably another reason why it would be so important to win this one. Of course, position is one thing, the World Championship seeding points is another, but staying up there for one more match, avoiding the lower bracket for 2 more rounds, so always very important. You get to keep more map picks, which of course only reset for the grand final. And besides, winning is usually a better thing to do than losing, but I think it's goes without saying for most of them. Less than a minute to go. I don't know if... Yeah, this was Dein Nomos' pick for the second match. So he's not only played it twice, but he has practiced it extra. While for IlikeHitman, I am seeing a Bangkok win from his last match against Joker J, so that is another match with the opponent on match point. So going off that, it's definitely far from over. Both should be well prepared for this map. IlikeHitman should be well prepared to claw this one back in, to at least see a map number 4, unless we see a Dein Nomos sweep this third spin. Jordan Cross Fire X as Jordan Cross's bodyguard. Ken Morgan Loud SMG as groundskeeper is our third spin here. More snipers here. Sorry, more SMGs here. But this one it's Loud. Probably some run-of-the-mill spin. Nomos opts for the recording crew starts, so does IlikeHitman, so they will have to keep... So they will have to get the groundskeeper disguise a bit later. Obviously it's not too hard regardless. But something to keep in mind, and of course a Loud kill to top it off. But I think it makes all the sense in the world to start with the Jordan kill. Lure him to this side room. And then get the Jordan bodyguard, get the Fire X from the top floor. And by about a minute 30, we should have the first kill down. Maybe a bit more, because it's a big studio. Nomos already armed the emetic device for that second isolation later down the line. And I'm not sure, but I think I've seen a Seeker for IlikeHitman. So bit of a change in approach. IlikeHitman notices the Enforcer in time. And is a bit quicker to get to the Fire X even than Dein Nomos. Oh, but now IlikeHitman would be late, but of course that's the other way around. Through the kitchen is a nice approach and should be able to get the kill a couple seconds faster than Nomos. Same for Dein, avoids the Enforcer, and now it's straight back to Jordan. Shouldn't be heard even with open doors, but checking on the minimap in case. That's one kill and one kill on the other side. Of course, that's two, but it's two Jordans down. No full spin just yet. And yep, it is down to get the groundskeeper, isolate Ken, and kill him in the bathroom. The only thing that you may switch up is the time to get the groundskeeper disguise. You want to get it before the isolation or after. It's a good call by Osh. I don't see the Matic briefcase anymore. But it's also maybe possible that Dein also has a Seeker. I would probably say that he really wanted to use the briefcase there. But of course, as Jordan crosses bodygun and there's the Matic device, you can always place the device. So suppose it's a good change after all. IlikeHitman grabs the groundskeeper, very nice approach. Isolated keeper. And it seems that it's not being found. I think that's big for IlikeHitman because you will use at least that much time to grab the disguise on Dein Nomos' end. And also, this is the part of the cycle for Ken when he's the furthest away from the bathroom. So if IlikeHitman gets to Ken just 15-20 seconds faster, or sorry, later, then Ken will be closer. I feel like I like small optimizations, small possible optimizations. I don't see Ken coming closer still. So after all, IlikeHitman won't be using Ken's cycle to his advantage, and after all this, Dein Nomos is the first one to make him sick. If he can get the disguise before Ken arrives, then basically he's still in the lead. Doesn't really matter that IlikeHitman has different NPCs here. He gets here later. I think a Ronald Sump or that random NPC in the other stall is long gone. Makes no big difference there because for Dein, it will be the isolation very soon now. Still green. I guess one more KO to make sure. Now it is all green for sure. And as close it is, it's not close enough to make it possible for IlikeHitman because Dein Nomos gets the kill, changes into the worst disguise. IlikeHitman gets compromised, and I think he's hurt. Surely that's at least a body found, and now it's guaranteed. So we won't even have a photo finish. Dein Nomos wins Bangkok and wins the match. It's a very impressive 6-0. IlikeHitman just couldn't get going on any of the 3 maps. Had one crucial rip anywhere. And that's just not enough in a round of 6 against any opponent, especially one of the most impressive rookies in a long time. Dein Nomos will finish in the top 3 at least and will make it to the winner bracket final. And we have the match over already. That's the confirmation. Dein Nomos has won Bangkok and the match, and it is over with a 6-0. And that means now that Dein Nomos has played 12 maps in Roulette Rivals and has won all 12 of them. But can he make the streak even longer? That will be the question of the next week, because he's just one win away from the grand final in his first ever tournament, and his next and final, potentially final opponent before the final will be either the Reaper 47 or Scruffy in the winner's bracket semi-finals, or the final of the winner's bracket, depends on how you look at it. Round 5, the opponent will be decided tomorrow at 17 CST to be exact, which will either be the second or the third match from now, because Fanium vs 47 at 1 AM CST is the next match. But depending on the result, Yanni may play before or after the Reaper match. I guess look out for that when the match concludes. No one exactly knows how the Fanium Frodi Yanini match will shape out, or which one of the three will advance at the end of Sunday, but there will be one more match scheduled. But other than that, it's Reaper vs Scruffy on Sunday, as well as the Joker vs Osh from loser bracket round 5. But that should be it from this match. Congratulations to Dein Nomos and congratulations to IlikeHitman, who will once again play the winner of this trio, Fanium 47 or Yanini. Good luck in the lower bracket as well. But yeah, thank you everyone for watching, and until next time, see you everyone.